There's a special mark in Pokemon that only appears once a year, and it's called the Destiny Mark. This mark can only be found on a Pokemon that's caught on your birthday. I didn't have a lot of time to shiny hunt for Bellibolt on my birthday because I had some plans with family, so I knew that I'd really only have 1 or 2 sandwiches to get the job done. And it was very important to me to get Bellibolt on my birthday, because if it's going to be the chosen one, then I think it just needs to happen like that. One thing about me is I actually find it kind of hard to shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet, and not because it takes forever to find a shiny, but because you have to just lock in on the screen. With all of the encounters being on the overworld, and Tadbulb to be such a tiny Pokemon, I knew that I was going to really have to focus to make sure that I didn't fail a shiny. After just a few minutes of riding Miraidon in circles, I finally did it. I found a shiny Tadbulb. I did it. I found my destined partner. I planned this shiny hunt way back at the beginning of the year, and it only took me just a few minutes to complete. But this wasn't the end of my birthday shiny hunts. I still had some time left on my sandwich, so now it's time to decide what I'm gonna hunt next. On my 10th birthday, I was able to get Pokemon Heart Gold just a couple weeks after its release, and I didn't stop playing it once I got it. Of all the Pokemon in that playthrough, my Ampharos that I caught on Route 32 is my most memorable partner. I remember thinking that Signal Beam was the most OP move, since the Ampharos in Olivine City was signaling to all the ships out at sea. Now that I had decided to shiny hunt Mareep to get Ampharos, I made my way over to Cortando and started making laps around the field. I had to be really careful not to count these encounters. I only had a few minutes left and there was no shot I was gonna doze off counting sheep. After a little over 10 minutes of circling Mareep, I saw a flash of pink in the distance and headed straight for it. Admittedly, it took me a couple minutes to catch this one, even though it was only level 10. But after I caught it, it was the moment of truth. Was this my destined buddy, or just another shiny to stash away in my boxes? I won't accept this. There's still time to find another Mareep. I have about 4 minutes left on my sandwich at this point. I gotta get to hunting. I spent the next 4 minutes zooming around, trying to catch another glimpse of the fabled pink sheep. I could feel the time ticking down as I zipped between the Mareep, turning around, trying to generate as many spawns as I could. I quickly went around for my last lap, hoping to find Destiny Mark Mareep. I knew that with each Mareep that spawned, the sandwich timer was ticking lower and lower. As I rounded back near the town, it finally appeared. Another shiny Mareep. There were only 4 seconds left. It felt like destiny. This Mareep has to be the one. I put it to sleep and quickly threw a Pokeball. I didn't even get a chance to count the shakes. It was a critical catch. It felt like Mareep wanted to be a part of my team. This is Mareep, the chosen one, and I will hold her close to my heart for the rest of time. With that, the only thing left to complete my hunt was to evolve the new additions to my team. Meet Bellibolt and Ampharos. They are the chosen ones. After adding them to the team, it was time to leave. I didn't get a chance to get back on the game for a couple of days, and when I did, I was reminded of how special these Pokemon are to me. I recalled that first trek through the Johto remakes. Catching that first Mareep and taking it with me through both regions, back then, every team member felt like the chosen one. This year, I wish to catch Bellibolt, the chosen one. Not only did that wish come true, but I was reminded of a time when playing through Pokemon was much simpler, and just some random sheep that you caught on Route 32 could end up being a friend that you come to love years later. Thank you all for going on this birthday journey with me. I'll catch you in the next video.